Atlanta doesn't shout its power. It builds it quietly behind tall gates and long driveways, and inside one of those homes lives Michael Bivins, not just a music icon, but a strategist who helped shape an era. While fans remember the stage lights and platinum records, his real moves now happen off camera, business meetings, mentoring rising stars, and a daily routine few ever see. But how did that journey truly begin? Before the platinum plaques, before the sold-out arenas, there was a young boy growing up in Boston with big dreams and even bigger energy. Michael Bivins was born on August 10, 1968, to Gerard and Shirley, in a working-class neighborhood where music wasn't just entertainment, it was escape, identity, and ambition. Alongside his older sister Tanya, he grew up surrounded by rhythm and hustle. Boston in the late 70s wasn't easy, but it shaped him. Then came the moment that changed everything. In 1978, a group of neighborhood kids formed something that felt innocent at first, just talent, harmony, and street corner rehearsals. That group would become New Edition. When they stepped onto the stage at the Strand Theater Talent Show in 1982, they didn't win first place. But sometimes, second place makes history. Producer Maurice Starr saw what others missed: charisma, chemistry, star quality. The very next day, they were in the studio. By 1983, Candy Girl exploded. The title track shot to #1. Is This the End and Popcorn Love followed. Suddenly, 5 teenagers from Boston weren't just local kids anymore. They were national sensations. Signing with MCA Records in 1984 pushed things further. Cool It Now, Mr. Telephone Man. Hit after hit. Fame arrived fast, and with it came pressure. But here's what made Bivins different. He wasn't just performing. He was observing, studying the business, watching how deals were structured, seeing who really held the power behind the curtain. When Bobby Brown left the group in 1985, the spotlight intensified. New Edition adapted. They experimented with doo-wop on Under the Blue Moon. They leveled up with Johnny Gill on Heartbreak in 1988, arguably their most polished era. You're Not My Kind of Girl. Crucial. The sound matured. So did Bivins. And then came another turning point. Watching Bobby Brown dominate with Don't Be Cruel sparked something strategic. If one member could break out like that, what else was possible? Encouraged by legendary producers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Bivins teamed up with Ricky Bell and Ronnie DeVoe. The trio Biv DeVoe was born, and they didn't tiptoe into the 90s. They kicked the door down. Poison wasn't just an album, it was a movement. Blending R&B with hip-hop swagger, it helped define New Jack Swing. The title track became an anthem. Do Me climbed the charts. Quadruple platinum certification followed. Bivins had officially evolved from boy band member to trendsetter. While later albums like Hootie Mac and BBD had mixed commercial results, the legacy was cemented. And in 2017, 3 Stripes reminded everyone that this wasn't nostalgia. This was staying power. The 2020s proved that longevity isn't luck. It's discipline. New Edition continued touring. Biv DeVoe kept performing. In 2019, Bivins gave back to his Roxbury roots by helping establish a community basketball league. Proof that success means more when it circles back home. Then came recognition at the highest level. In 2024, New Edition was inducted into the NAACP Image Awards Hall of Fame. Nearly 5 decades after their formation, the culture acknowledged what fans already knew. They helped shape modern R&B. By late 2025, Bivins expanded his platform again, joining WGN-TV in Chicago as a contributor. Not as a singer, not as a nostalgia act, but as a voice, a mentor, a cultural figure who understands both stage lights and boardrooms. And currently, early 2026, The New Edition Way Tour reminded the world that real legends don't fade. They refine. Launching in Oakland and spanning over 30 cities with Boyz II Men and Toni Braxton, the tour celebrated history while proving relevance. Reviews were strong, crowds were electric, and Bivins, stepping in seamlessly when needed, showed leadership that only comes with experience. And that brings us to today. Because after decades of movement, strategy, mentorship, and reinvention, where does Michael Bivins reset? Where does the architect of so many hits recharge, reflect, and plan his next move? And in Atlanta, he found exactly that. House in Atlanta, Georgia. Set in Vinings, one of the city's most refined yet relaxed neighborhoods, his home sits just steps away from Vinings Jubilee, close enough to enjoy the energy, far enough to protect his peace. It's the kind of location that whispers success instead of shouting it. From the outside, the house feels warm and established, tucked beneath mature trees that give it privacy and character. It blends modern construction with subtle architectural details that feel timeless rather than trendy. You don't walk up to this house and think celebrity. You think someone who knows exactly what they want. Step inside, and the first thing that stands out is light. Natural light pours into the open living and dining areas, reflecting softly off the hardwood floors. The layout flows effortlessly, not designed for show, but for real living. It's easy to imagine Bivins hosting small strategy meetings here, mentoring young artists at the dining table, or simply enjoying quiet mornings before the day begins. The kitchen anchors the entire main floor. Custom cabinetry lines the walls with a clean, tailored finish. Stone countertops add weight and texture. And the oversized island? That's the heartbeat. It's where conversations happen, where plans are sketched out, where family and friends gather without pretense. It's intimate without being cramped, sophisticated without trying too hard. Upstairs, the primary suite feels like a retreat built for someone who understands the value of recharging. Tray ceilings add dimension, while a private sitting area creates space to think, read, or unwind. The bathroom leans into spa-level comfort. A pedestal-soaking tub, a multi-jet shower, generous walk-in closets. It's not about excess, it's about restoration. And then there's the lower level, a more relaxed atmosphere, complete with a bourbon bar. This is where conversations probably get deeper, where stories from the road are shared, where legacy feels less like a headline and more like lived experience. What makes the property especially smart is its connectivity. Just 4 houses from Vinings Jubilee, it offers walkable access to boutiques and restaurants. Yet within minutes, you can be in Buckhead or Midtown. Major highways are nearby, making business travel seamless. It's a home positioned for movement, but designed for stillness. This isn't a mansion built to impress strangers. It's a headquarters built for longevity. A private base where business ideas evolve quietly behind closed doors. But as grounded as this home feels, one thing about Michael Bivins has always carried a little edge, a little rhythm. And that rhythm doesn't just stay inside the house. Step outside, and the vehicles tell the rest of the story. Cars. Michael Bivins doesn't collect cars to impress strangers. He chooses them the way he built his career, with strategy. The Audi Q7 is the daily driver. Clean design, sharp grille. It's a luxury SUV that blends performance with practicality. The turbocharged V6 delivers smooth acceleration, strong enough for Atlanta's fast lanes but refined enough for quiet early morning commutes. Inside, it's all precision. Digital displays, leather seating, muted elegance. At roughly $45,000 to $60,000 depending on trim and condition, it's upscale without being excessive. This is the car of meetings, mentoring sessions, and routine business moves. Then there's the Bentley Continental GT. This one makes a statement, but a polished one. Long hood, low stance, handcrafted interior wrapped in fine leather and wood trim. Press the ignition, and the engine responds with a deep, controlled growl. Whether powered by a twin-turbo V8 or W12, it moves from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. With a value often exceeding $200,000, it represents arrival, not noise, achievement. It's the car you take when the night matters. Award shows, major appearances, and finally, the 2020 Cadillac Escalade, big, bold, American. The V8 engine delivers that unmistakable rumble. The cabin feels more like a private lounge than an SUV. Wide screens, layered tech, generous space. Priced at up to $90,000, it's built for presence and practicality at the same time. Perfect for travel, for family, for moving with a team. But cars are just one stream in a much larger picture. Because when you've built decades of hits, tours, mentorship deals, and business moves, the real question becomes, how does all of that translate financially? Income and net worth. After decades in the spotlight, and just as many years working quietly behind it, Michael Bivins has built something steady rather than flashy. As of February 2026, his estimated net worth stands at around $5 million. The foundation is music, and not just past success, ongoing royalties. Songs like Poison and Candy Girl continue to generate revenue through streaming platforms, licensing deals, publishing rights, and radio play. These aren't one-time paydays. They are recurring checks tied to cultural classics that never fully leave rotation. Historically, the numbers were strong. Biv DeVoe's Poison reached 4 times platinum status, generating an estimated $4 million in group income from sales alone. New Edition's Home Again went double platinum, with roughly $2.1 million in sales. Heartbreak followed a similar path, also achieving double platinum and approximately $2 million in revenue. Earlier releases like All for Love added another platinum milestone and around $1 million in sales. Those were foundational years. The era that built the catalog still paying dividends today. Touring remains another consistent pillar. Reunion tours, Biv DeVoe performances, and extended Las Vegas runs into 2025 continue to bring stable revenue. While exact per-show figures are not publicly disclosed, live performances remain one of the most reliable income streams for legacy acts with loyal audiences. Beyond performing, Bivins proved early that influence can be monetized differently. Through Biv 10 Records, he played a key role in scouting and developing acts like Boys II Men, Another Bad Creation, and 702. Production credits, management fees, and contract structures from those projects added long-term financial value. Even if exact figures remain private, television added another layer. Projects like the New Edition story on Black Entertainment Television, reality appearances including Making the Band, soundtrack placements, and media contributions all provide supplemental income. Not massive windfalls, but consistent participation in the entertainment ecosystem. Add to that clothing ventures such as BIV, brand partnerships, and business activity under Sporty Rich Enterprises, and the picture becomes clear. Multiple streams, moderate scale, long-term sustainability. And with that stability in place, the next question becomes even more meaningful. How does he give back? Philanthropy. While many celebrities align themselves with large national charities, Bivins has consistently focused on something more personal. Roxbury, Boston, and the neighborhoods that shaped him. At the center of that work is the Biv Fam Foundation, a nonprofit effort led by his family. Its mission is simple but powerful: support youth, strengthen community, and open doors to education. The foundation helps high school graduates transition into college through scholarships and direct support, particularly for inner-city students who may not always see a clear path forward. It also invests in arts education and youth development programs, reinforcing the idea that creativity can change a life. Sports have also become a major vehicle for that mission. In partnership with Puma, he helped launch a youth basketball league at the YMCA in Roxbury. a 10-week program for children ages 9 to 13 focused not just on skills but discipline and teamwork. He has supported the annual Michael Bivins basketball tournament and contributed to improvements at Ramsey Park, where a dedicated court stands as a tribute to neighborhood pride. His philanthropic reach extends further. In 2025, he appeared at Fenway Park to support the Jimmy Fund, raising money for cancer research through the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute. He has also been seen backing initiatives that promote peace-building and youth empowerment, serving as a cultural ambassador and living legend in his community. Through it all, the pattern remains the same: give back where it matters most. And beyond the foundation work, the tournaments, and the ceremonies, there's still the man himself. So who is Michael Bivins when the cameras fade and the events end? Personal life. At 57, he keeps much of his daily routine private. Scroll through his public social media, and you won't find constant updates about workouts, breakfast habits, or luxury vacations. Instead, what appears is selective: family moments, community milestones, and quiet celebrations. He has been married to Tiasha Bivins since around 2006, and by 2026 they celebrate nearly 2 decades together. Their relationship began long before titles and executive roles. Tiasha, a respected real estate broker, later became CEO of Bivins Realty Group and Lifestyle, building her own professional identity while supporting the family's ventures. Together they are raising 4 daughters: Savannah, Sheila, Starla, and Sanaya. And if there is one theme that consistently surfaces in Bivins' public life, it is fatherhood. Holiday photos show coordinated outfits and genuine smiles. Beach trips reveal relaxed moments away from cameras. Graduation posts and birthday tributes carry a tone of pride that feels personal, not performative. There is no constant spotlight on drama, no loud headlines about controversy. Instead, his personal life reflects stability: marriage, children, faith, community, and selective visibility. For a man who helped define an era of R&B, the most impressive evolution may not be musical at all. It may be how intentionally he protects the life he built beyond the stage. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more inspiring stories behind the names you know. Thank you for being part of this journey. We'll see you in the next one.